Mead and Cheese.
Welcome one and all to Mead and Cheese, live on Demon FM. I am Lord Corey Kane West, joined as always.
And I am Lord Thomas A. Jackson.
And we have a very special guest in the studio. Special guest, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Ravel Lumba, and I'm an artist, singer-songwriter, an actor, and I have been writing songs for quite some time, and now I'm sort of getting to the point where I want to do it professionally, so things are rolling.
Nice. And Ravel, you have a guitar with you in the studio.
I do, and I'm gonna sing a few songs for you that are off my my independent album that I'm hopefully releasing by the mid October or beginning of October, and they're all songs to do with myself and my journey in life thus far.
Nice. Mead and Cheese is sometimes been described as a journey.
Yeah.
And what was your reasoning for picking Mead and Cheese as the platform for this debut?
Well, Mead and Cheese is a journey, like we're all on a journey, really, and it seemed a good way to promote some of my songs, because I haven't really done much promotional stuff, and it's great that it's in my hometown, that my sort of first independent album is going to be promoted on Mead and Cheese first.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd like Mead and Cheese to be part of the journey.
you know, Ravel, on our social media, we've been asking people to get involved with the show and ask us their questions. And some people have been asking for a few weeks now, is Ravel coming on the show?
Wow. Okay.
And now you're finally here.
Yes, I'm here, and armed with a guitar and songs that really mean something to me.
So talking about your songs, so how did you get into playing music? What was it for you? What sort of sparked that interest?
It's always been there. From a young age. But it was kind of with my uncle. My uncle is from a band called Shawaddy Waddy.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And my uncle's name is Romeo Challenger.
Nice, yeah.
And I kind of looked at him and thought, well, he's done it. So why can't I? And I've been practicing for I'm 29 now, since about 20. And, but, songwriting, it's a craft, it's a skill, it's something that takes time. And but now I'm getting to the stage where I go, that's my stamp. I think that's my song, and I like that, and I can show it to the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you said you started this journey at about age 20.
Yes. Yeah. I'd say 20.
And would you say it's never too late to start learning how to get involved with music?
Absolutely not. It's never too late. For me, music is it's an expression of it's a way to get your feelings out. And it's a way to deal. I also use it to deal with feelings, and to deal with my mental health, and to deal with my emotional health and my inner world. And it's never too late, even if you ting on the triangle.
Yeah,
that takes skill and timing.
It is about timing. I'll agree with that.
Totally.
And there's a lot of students at DMU who are even mature students who are a little bit older, perhaps in their 30s, 40s, maybe even their 50s and 60s, who could get involved with music at DMU. We've got a music society here.
Wow.
And Demon FM is always happy to have artists come on the show, as evident by your presence here today, Ravel.
Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late. You know, music, it helps me in so many ways. And once, you know, whatever craft you're good at, you know, in life, it's a meditation. You know, It can be a meditation. And I definitely use this as a tool to process things that happen to me in life, and be like, right, do the song, get the adrenaline rush, and then you're like, right, accomplishment, you know. Yeah, sense of accomplishment.
So, like, with your music, have you done many live performances before?
Oh yeah, tons. I just did a vegan market in was it Sheffield or was it Chesterfield? In Chesterfield, I just did a market there. That was a great day. Lots of vegan food, lots. And I did a gig in London the other day at the Magic Tree, and I do them all around. I try to do them outside of Leicester as much as I can.
Yeah,
because I like to meet different people, and I've been doing the Leicester thing for a while. But yeah, you know, I for many years, it's to be able to sing it live, that's an added bonus, like that feeling of your work, and the feedback I got as well in Nottingham. I did a gig in Nottingham. Someone came up to me and said, because I've got a song called Stronger Than This, they came up to me in a veil of tears because they said it helped me deal with what I was going through today. They didn't say, but I kind of understood. And they said, thank you. And that was like, ooh, okay, music, very healing. Healing.
Yeah, it really can be, can't it?
Oh,
like,
totally.
You find like certain songs will just like click with you, and it feels like they're almost talking directly.
I find my approach to music is normally quite silly.
Yeah, so Corey also
music.
has a band called the Nithercocks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Nithercocks, yeah. And, our stuff's a bit wacky, isn't it? It's a bit experimental.
I would say that.
Wacky is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit more electronic as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a laugh than anything else, but the music can be many different things to many different people, can't it?
100%. But as long as you're having fun...
Oh, we're definitely having fun.
That's the main ingredient.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Ravel, what song are you going to play for us first?
I'm going to sing a track called When I'm Older. And this is a great track. And yes, it's always... the audience response is always good.
Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, Ravel, is I'm going to turn mine and Tom's mics down, and we are going to enjoy your beautiful song.
Feel my bones are crying, I can tell my head is lying, I can feel my thoughts are weighing me down. I can feel that life is precious, I can see that you're delicious, I can see my future in the wind. When I'm older, I'll be losing my hair. When I'm older, there'll be love in the air. When I'm older, I'll be crashing into doors. When I'm older, oh, when I'm older, oh, I won't give a damn no more. I can feel my memory fading, my spirit's always changing. I can feel my mind is tapping now. I can see life in new ways. Go ahead and turn the page. Life will always lend a hand. When I'm older, I'll be losing my hair. When I'm older, there'll be love in the air. When I'm older, I'll be crashing into doors. When I'm older, oh, when I'm older, oh, I won't give a damn no more. I got no grey hair coming, but who knows what is lurking round that corner of life. And time is a mystery to me. Go on, life, flow on through me. I know you won't ever let it bring me down. And time is a mystery to me. Go on, life, flow on through me. I know you won't ever let it bring me down. When I'm older, I'll be losing my hair. When I'm older, there'll be love in the air. When I'm older, I'll be crashing into doors. When I'm older, oh, when I'm older, oh, I won't give a damn no more. When I'm older, I'll be losing my hair. When I'm older, there'll be love in the air. When I'm older, I'll be crashing into doors. When I'm older, oh, when I'm older, oh, when I'm older, I'll be losing my hair. When I'm older, there'll be love in the air. When I'm older, I'll be crashing into doors. When I'm older, oh, when I'm older, oh, I won't give a damn no more.
That was beautiful.
Absolutely incredible. That was beautiful. That was really touching.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So,
It's all about accepting getting older and enjoying the process. We're all going to lose our hair and crash into doors.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something anyone at any age can struggle with, isn't it?
Oh,
that
yeah.
acceptance of actually growing older.
Totally.
yeah, because you're always sort of on that sort of age journey. Like once it was the next few years, like you can't go. You're going through your uni years at the minute, and then I've coming to the end of that. I'm like, okay, it's like you're going through. You have to. I don't feel like you should try and look back with a smile. That was a very beautiful song, Ravel.
Thanks, man.
So one thing I want to sort of go into, obviously that was you have very good lyrics there. How do you sort of come up with the lyrics? Is it sort of, do you sit down and work through them, or is it sort of, do they come to you? What's your process?
My process is very organic.
Yep.
It's very organic. I try, I've tried so many ways to blend myself, to be like other singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
Right, there's a pen, there's a paper, and now I will write a song, and then blank. And it's there's nothing there, But for me, it's really organic. It's all about what my mood is. And sometimes I pick up the guitar. There's something there, there's an image in my head that I'll use, something someone said to me that day or last week, or an idea or an image, and I'll use that and just build on it, and just get a few chords, and It's very organic. I would say there is not one way to write a song.
Okay.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, when I've written some of my songs before, sometimes it's the pen and paper approach. Sometimes you think, I'll write a song. But more often than not, it just comes to you with a feeling.
Yeah.
And you feel this song, you get it in your head, you start singing some lyrics to yourself. And usually the pen and paper only really comes into it at the end when you sort of fine-tuning things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And to be honest, the best songs come that way.
I would agree.
When it's spontaneous and natural. For me, that's when I get... Because that's where that song came from.
Mm-hmm.
That when I'm older, that came from me just sitting in the lounge and just daydreaming about me in a rocking chair with no hair.
I find a lot of my songs, I'll write them, when there's not much going on, and I'll just be singing to myself, like on a walk to uni, or if I'm in the shower, or something like that. And then it's my job to afterwards quickly run for my phone and record it so I don't forget what I've just come up with.
With technology, there's good and bads to it, but having the little voice recorder is incredible.
It's a lifesaver.
It's when you get those lightning bolts of creativity, and you just need something. I've done it on buses, trains, and I've just gone.
Yeah.
Store.
I've gotten a few funny looks over the years. I'll be walking to school and just crack the phone out and start singing into it.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what you got to do to remember this thing that has popped into your head.
Totally. And sometimes that song, sometimes it's funny. I listen later on or a day later and I go, what the hell was I thinking? What was on that? But
you get that sometimes.
Yeah, but you caught it. And that's what's important. You capture that moment.
Yeah. Absolutely. Tom.
So we've got Maddie at the door. So Ravel, have you got any songs you'd like to play on the radio?
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Well, what we could do
Absolutely.
is we could play Ravel. What songs would you like to hear on the radio more?
As in, well, my own, darling.
Well, yeah.
But you just mean in the biggest scope?
I mean, yeah, what's an artist that you like? And we can see
uh,
if we've got any of their songs.
Instantly comes to my mind, there's a man called Trevor Hall.
Trevor Hall.
And he's an incredibly just touching artist. There's a song called Moon and Sun by Trevor Hall.
Well, we don't have any Trevor Hall.
Oh, that's okay. You want modern, don't you? Current.
Maybe think as mainstream as possible, and we've probably got
Queen,
it on the
Freddie
system.
Mercury.
Queen we definitely have. Yeah. Let's go for some Bohemian Rhapsody.
Lover Boy. Have you ever heard
Lover
of
Boy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's the song.
good old fashioned Lover Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we have it now. I really do, because if we don't, that's two of your suggestions that we just don't have. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have that one.
Oh, good
on
old
the system,
Bohemian
but yeah,
will do.
Bohemian we've got.
So
we'll play Bohemian
We'll pretend
Rhapsody.
that's the first one you said.
Yeah, at your request, Ravel, here is Bohemian Rhapsody.
And we'll see you after the song break. Welcome
back.
What's this track in the background?
This Ravel, what do you think of this track in the background?
It's quite it's quite menacing.
Menacing.
But it's almost like, it's like a part in the song, part of the film where the character is like working out something, like his big plot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it is? Do you know when you're playing like a little mobile game and you're jumping, like you've just little like arcadey sort of game.
An old 90s one.
Yeah, an old 90s
In
one.
Skegness.
Yeah.
A Skegness 90s game.
You see, that's interesting because this song is titled Scrimblow Bimblow, an ode to 5th generation era platformers. So it's sort of like, you know, Crash Bandicoot era games.
Sorry, what?
Sort of alluding to that.
Scrimblow.
Scrimblow Bimblow.
Scrimblow Bimblow.
Yeah. It is by
I like that.
the Nethercots. Yeah.
I like that. That's the name of the band.
That is the name. Well, the band is the Nethercots.
That's the song.
Scrimblow Bimblow is the song. Oh, I found out how to rotate pictures in Instagram, by the way.
Hey.
So yeah. So this is my band. Yeah.
It's gone very quiet. I can't hear it much.
Yeah, well, I sort of got it on as background music, really.
Oh, right.
But yeah. So how are we all feeling in the Mead and Cheese studio today?
It's really nice to be here.
I'm feeling excellent today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside, it's that kind of change of seasons, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Like, it started getting colder at night. Like, where we live on like the top floor at the minute of the flat. We moved out of our flat, what you came to. So we're now living on the top floor. So it was really hot, but now it's starting to get a bit colder, which is nice. It was like unbearably hot like a few weeks back.
Ravel, do you have an Instagram?
I do. It's at Lord Curly King.
Lord Curly King.
So are you a lord?
Yeah. Well, you know, it was one night I was just Krieger. There you go. Lord Curly King, yeah.
Yeah, because me and Corey are actually lords.
Yeah. We have legal documents that say that we are lords of Hogan Manor.
Well, I bow to you, gentlemen.
My younger brother one year got me a lordship. You know, you get like a little plot of land in, like, I think mine's in Devon. And then Corey then got one next to my little plot of land in Devon. And then he got his partner one next to his.
Yeah, me and Liz are lord and lady of a small square of the river, I think.
It's lovely.
It is.
Well, so how did you guys become lords?
We
Paid for it.
bought into it,
It's
yeah.
like 20 quid online.
Oh,
And you get a certificate.
oh, right. Have you guys ever seen The Big Lebowski before?
Yes, I have.
There is a thing called the Dudist Society,
Yeah.
and you can become a Dudist priest,
Yeah.
and you can have a certificate that says you are ordained as a dude priest.
Dude priest.
It's dudology.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, check it out.
I feel like we should become dudes instead.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Corey, and
There's a deep philosophy behind that all, you know.
yeah.
And the deep philosophy is, no matter what you go through in life, go with the flow. Because that's what the dude does. He just carries on no matter what life throws at him.
I mean, that's sort of my philosophy anyway.
Well,
So-
you're a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm a dude. Are you a dude, Lord Jackson?
I would say so. I'm quite a go with the flow guy at times, not all the time.
Yeah.
Are you a dude, Ravel?
A work in progress, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get knocked down and I get back up again. No,
I was waiting for that.
but you know, it's a work in progress because there's just, you know, life can get heavy at times, but I'm learning how to deal with that. And music and acting is the greatest tool for me to stay on track.
Yeah. Yeah, acting is a great thing to get involved with, I think. It really gives you ways of expressing yourself that you don't normally get access to out in the real world.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ravel, you recently acted in a film, didn't you?
I did.
And
I did.
that was called Obsession, which is actually on its last string of the editing process. And that's how me and you met.
Yeah.
So, would you like to talk a bit about your acting, sort of?
Yes, absolutely. By the way, I told my agent
Yeah.
this role that I'm playing, this emotionally bruised, psychologically damaged individual
Yeah.
who thinks stalking is okay. And she said, "Oh yeah, you'll be perfect for that." I said, "What do you mean?" Yeah, you've just got that thing about you, Ravel. Oh, cheers.
Amazing.
But the acting is, I'd say the acting came before music.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be an actor, and that started off very young. My dad took me to the cinemas every weekend without fail. We went to the Lord of the Rings premiere of The Return of the King.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'll always remember that moment, sitting on his shoulders and being like, "Wow, there's the stars," And and then it developed. I went to 2 drama schools, and one in London, one in Southend-on-Sea, and I after that was like, I've got the training, but I didn't have the life experience to be an actor. I was playing roles, and I wasn't feeling present, and I didn't really know Ravel much. I was still so very young, and but now my approach is very different, and it keeps improving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to recommend Ravel. He's an excellent actor.
Thank you, my friend.
So would you say your music and your acting come hand in hand with, do you find that your music helps you better act? Is there any link between them two?
Do you know an artist called Ian Dury? From Ian Dury and the Blockheads?
I don't think so. Ian...
Hit me with your rhythm stick, it's nice to be a lunatic.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah.
Ian Dury, he's a big hero of mine. And he basically he incorporated his acting when he was singing, and he became the kind of like goofy performer, and I guess they do tie together. They can tie together. They're both an expression, but it's very interesting. I've never thought of them linked.
Yeah,
I've just thought they're just things that I'm good at.
Yeah. The things you like to do.
Yeah, and just gifts from nature. And
I suppose
practice.
you could always do a musical.
Ravel, the dude, the musical.
Yeah, Ravel's doing a musical.
Called Go With The Flow.
Yeah, I would watch that movie.
Yeah, I think acting and music are linked. Like, going back to my band, I think it's easier to get into the musical spirit when you're playing a character. For us, we are all playing a character when we're doing our stuff. I'm not Corey West when I'm in the band. I'm Cosmo Nethercott. I'm this space age guy who's coming up with these wacky tunes,
Well, is that kind of David Bowie did that?
Yeah.
He was a character, wasn't he? He was a character when he went on stage. Ziggy Stardust. And, all those greats. They realised they could also become the characters. But I don't know. Leo Sayer, he dressed up as a clown. But no, who knows what the future holds? Maybe I'll be going on stage dressed as, what Elton John does, Daffy Duck.
I would love to go on stage dressed as Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
It's all great fun.
That's interesting though, like costumes and music. Like there's like Elvis, he dressed quite eccentrically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elvis, you could argue, was always playing a character on stage as well.
Totally. Jim Morrison of the Doors, always playing a character. This kind of sex god. And, they're all playing a role to some degree.
Yeah.
Some would say on a deeper level, because they've never done any self-work on a deeper level.
And you get like the Sex Pistols, they wore very like punk sort of clothes.
Yeah.
Vivian Westwood.
It's
the designer that they wore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, he was always a great showman.
Totally. Ideal, that's the showman.
Prince,
yeah.
or the love symbol, technically. because he changed his name.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah. And even Bob Dylan, in some parts, sometimes he painted his face white and went on stage.
I think what we're arguing is that every artist, to some degree, is playing a character when they go on stage.
Totally.
Or they channel multiple.
Or they channel multiple characters, yeah.
I mean, Kate Bush is a really great example. You know,
Maddie, talk into the microphone. We're on
Sorry.
air, and you're just
I
really
know.
quiet.
Maddie.
No, Kate Bush is a really great example of. She really takes hold of multiple different characters. Like each album is something different. Similar to like Bowie when he was going through his different decades and his metamorphosis from Ziggy Stardust through to what's the last one he had? It was the sort of the Black Star era sort of thing. Another great example is Peter Gabriel. He does a lot of art performance and stuff like that. I would have loved to have seen Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel live back in the 80s, 70s, purely because it was just more art performance than it was about the music, which I'm really into that. I dig a really beautiful performance. I mean, I'm not too keen on minimalism when it comes to acting. I'd rather be all grandeur, you know what I mean? Like the full red velvet curtains and everything, the glitz and the glam of it.
You see, I think there is merit to any sort of performance, whether it be the complete over-the-top grand performance or the super minimal. I think every style of performing has its place in the industry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And on a personal note, I want to, with my music, there's more than just standing up in front of an audience and just hammering on a guitar, singing a song. Like, for me personally, what I want to do with my music is to eventually have people who find it as a healing thing.
Yeah.
And can deal with whatever they're going through in life. So, like, eventually when I go on stage, I don't want to be playing a role. I just want to be completely naked. Not physically.
I mean, you could do that
but
if you wanted to.
Heal the world.
With my nudity. But, in terms of, like, no masks, no performance, just there, they can see that I'm a feeling human being as well.
Yeah.
And they are too. And you know what? That I think the audience connect in a much more realer way. So that when they're there, I would like to cultivate a spirit of you are enough.
Yeah.
As a human being, you are enough. There's not a lot of that going about at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that sort of puts us on the opposite sides of the spectrum there, in a way, where you're going for this very real personal connection with the audience.
Yeah.
And I would probably go more for Maddie's grand, over-the-top character performance stuff.
Well, no, when I say that sort of stuff, I'm more thinking about, traditional acting, sort of with back. It's obviously like Victorian times and sort of like Phantom of the Opera-esque levels of dramaticism and intensity. I like intensity, but at the same time, it's just the over the top dramatics can be fun. I'm not going to lie, but for me, it's the ball gowns and everything else. I just love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? When it's all synced together, it takes you to another place.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa. And that's what I kind of want to do with my music. I want to take people to different places inside them and go, yeah, life is good.
Yeah. Different places with nudity.
Me in a Borat G-string.
Yeah.
Should we do it as a song, Ravel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Maddie was talking about the beauty of live performance, and I think nothing shows that beauty more than Ravel's music. So, Ravel, what song are you going to play for us now?
I'm going to play a song called Stronger Than This, and it's one of my more personal songs. But, I'd like to show this one.
Yeah, I believe you told us a little bit about that song earlier.
Yeah.
And about the some of the reactions you got from crowds.
Yeah. This lady came up to me because my friend By the way, I'm going to plug my my producer, Andy Headley. Produces incredible music. I've just come from the studio now, and a very gifted individual. And my other friend Greg plays the violin to this track, so it just brings the emotion out. Mm-hmm. And so we played it at this gig, and this lady came up to me afterwards in a veil of tears and just said, "Thank you. Now where can I listen to that song again?" And I, whatever she was going through, I obviously helped, and that was, or moved her, and that's when I realised I have something to offer people.
Yeah, I would agree 100% with that, Ravel. After hearing your last song, that sort of does touch the heartstrings a little bit, and I'm imagining this song will be exactly the same.
Absolutely.
So, Ravel, take it away. Yeah. All right, Ravel, take it away.
This is strong. Find out the secrets to your soul. When did you catch the mirrors growing old? Yes, you got a long way to go, but there's a rhythm here when you start to flow. Wait till you find out that you're stronger than this, stronger than this, stronger, stronger, stronger than me. That beanstalk so you can grow. All the keys are inside you when you start to glow. There's nothing here that you can't discover. All around you are your sisters and your brothers. Don't you keep looking back at the past, 'cause there's a mystery here when you start to laugh. Wait till you find out that you're stronger than this, stronger than this, stronger, stronger, stronger than this. You got the plant kingdoms inside your guts. There are past generations that are stuck. You got the plant kingdoms inside your guts. There are past generations that are stuck. Wait till you you find out that you're stronger than this. Stronger than this. Stronger, stronger, stronger than this. Wait till you find out that you're stronger than this. Stronger than this. Stronger, stronger, stronger than this. Wait till you find out all along that you were stronger than this. Stronger than this. Stronger, stronger, stronger than this.
Again, another beautiful song.
That was absolutely fantastic, Ravel. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you. I think that is an important message for many people to hear, and I can understand why your lady in the crowd was so touched by that. You know, it's important for a lot of people to hear that they are strong and that they can get through, and I think the song puts that beautifully.
Yeah, especially in this very fast-paced society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easy to overlook your own inner strength. Really is, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's been a difficult time recently for people. We had the pandemic with all the lockdowns, and then immediately after that it's war and cost of living
and going up.
Queen.
And
yeah.
Even the Queen.
It's affected many people, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world, and
Yeah,
you know, it's important for people to hear that they are strong.
It does feel like for the last few years nothing's stopped. Like it's everything's gone on like this sort of like steroids almost.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Disaster on steroids.
But so was that sort of, did you sort of come to that song the same way you came to your other song, or was there like any process differences with that one?
Yes, and it's kind of, you know, I think it's Oscar Wilde who said the artist writes a song, writes a poem, writes a play, writes whatever to get whatever's inside of them out, to reveal themselves and say, right, whatever was inside of me at that point, I've gotten out, you know, just to get it out of you. I'm sure he said that, and that song was much more like a me dealing with a very difficult period in my life.
Yeah.
So I was singing to myself.
Okay.
I didn't have anyone in mind, you know. That was
Yeah, so sort of like you're speaking to you.
Totally. Yeah. I think it's when he said, he wrote, artists write things to speak to themselves, or something like that. To reveal art. and conceal the artist, or something like that. But along those lines, it's very different, man.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
I can feel that.
Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. So like, do you only do them with guitar, or do you like to experiment with other instruments?
I play ukulele.
Ukulele.
I play ukulele, which I can, do later on.
Have you got the ukulele with you?
I've got the ukulele, and which is a harmonica and a what sounds like Christmas.
Oh, you got jingle bells in there as well.
It's the kind of bells that go on my foot to get the beat.
Well, maybe we could do a little trio then. Like, I could jump on the harmonica. We could get Tom on the jingle bells.
Do you play harmonica?
I've not touched the harmonica for a while, but I could try.
Wow. Yeah.
So have you ever what's it called? Jam? Is it jam? Like where you make a song while you're just there sitting?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, as in like while you're just jamming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Like I said earlier, man, that the songwriting is so organic.
Yeah.
For me, always has been.
Because you've literally got the little paper there with loads of songs.
Oh yeah, this is all my songs.
Yeah.
And there's more at home, and I some of them I don't even look at.
Yeah.
Because
you know them.
Well, no, not even that. I'm quite self-critical.
Yeah.
And I kind of like go, well, that was so and beep. But I'm getting good at being able to go back to my older stuff on my phone, on the paper, and go, no, I'm going to build on this. This is good.
Yeah. I think that's like with anything creative. Like you look at your old work and you feel that horrible like sickness in like, what have I done here?
Oh, totally, Thomas, totally. Oh my goodness, yeah. And it's took me a long time to get over that. And even like when I'm watching myself acting, get over yourself, Ravel, and just look, how can I develop that ear, not the critical, judgmental, putting yourself down.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're all growing, and we're all work in progress. Like my starting out in songwriting, I didn't surround myself with healthy minded people, and they would put me down, and they would say this, and then I would believe it, and criticize, and that voice got in. But now I'm kind of like, no, I'm developing. And I'm improving and I'm growing. That's the mindset. It's positive,
Yeah. You can't let other people's words sort of define what you want to do. Mm-hmm. So I think it's very important to be around people who are supportive, because supportive people can be critical and they can say, "Oh, you could improve this," but you don't want people who are just purely stop. Like, don't do this.
Yeah.
You want people there to help you along your journey, not to halt it.
Yeah, totally. And they are hurting sick people. There's a lot of like, in terms of like hurting people inside, and they take it out on other people, sadly. But luckily enough, I now surround myself with good, positive, influential, heartfelt people. And that's seeping into me now,
Well, going back to what you said about artists speaking to themselves with their art,
Yep.
I would argue that it's more important to create art that speaks to you, as opposed to, if you've got all these people telling you, "Oh, we don't like this is crap," but then you have made something that you truly think is amazing and you like it, I think you should put it out there anyway.
Yeah.
I think if you believe in your project, that's the most important thing.
But that belief, it is so hard to. Well, for me personally, it was really hard to cultivate, because I had a lot of negativity, and I kept bashing myself, and I kept believing them, and the negative voices, but that belief, it comes as you grow as an artist, but when it's there, it's unstoppable.
Oh no, yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it takes a while to break out of those sort of nasty habits, and it's going to take time. I mean, for a lot of people, that sort of stuff starts in high school or primary school, and it eats into your head. It really does. And there's plenty of people probably still out there who don't realise that they probably need to sort some things out. So,
But as Ravel would say, you are stronger than this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, you believe in your projects, continue with them. Follow your passions.
Yes, follow your dreams. And it's all inside you, There's a lot that I like to incorporate into the music. Mindfulness, happiness, strength, health, and incorporating into the music, not everything has to be about limousine, drugs, and
rock and roll,
rock and roll, which usually ends in death.
Yeah.
And alcohol, and all these destructive things. But the meaning is something I think we are lacking in society. Meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we will come back with more of Ravel's lovely music after some Demon FM tracks. So next up we have Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings. Welcome back to Mead and Cheese with the wonderful Ravel, who is playing us some great songs. Ravel,
Hello.
what song do you have for us next?
It's the first song I ever wrote on a ukulele.
Nice.
And I wrote it, I think in the summer of 2020. And I was out by the canals somewhere, everything was sort of like locked down, and I was doing my thing, and it's called One With Me, and it's just about being at one with yourself or whoever you're around, and being accepting of letting people be whoever they are.
One With Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. One With Me by Ravel. Coming up next. Take it away, Ravel.
Thank you. Candles, light your Japanese incense. Sit with me under the trees. Nothing to remember, no one to please. Feel away with nothing to hide. See the angels laugh, dance in the sky. Look into the clouds, 'cause they never lie. Why don't you come and be? Why don't you come and see? Why don't you come and be one with me? Live away with all of your hearts. There's a new paradigm. We can all be the stars. Add some meaning to your life. Don't throw it away. There's a brand new day heading our way. All we gotta do is keep the hate at bay. You are the light, the love, the meaning, the love and the day. Why don't you come and be? Why don't you come and see? Why don't you come and be one with me? Thousands of people lost and confused, nothing more worse than watching the news. Add some meaning to your life, don't throw it away. Live away with all of your hearts. There's a new paradigm, we can all be the stars. Add some meaning to your life, don't throw it away. Hey! Why don't you come and be? Why don't you come and see? Why don't you come and be one with me? Why don't you come and be? Why don't you come and see? Why don't you come and be one with me? There's a brand new day heading our way. All we gotta do is keep the hate at bay. You are the light, the love, the meaning, the love of the day. Hey! Come and be one with me. Come and be one with me.
Amazing once again.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, that's a fun one to play.
Yeah, we could probably bring you a bit closer to the mics now, since we're not worrying about the harmonica peaking things anymore.
Yeah, on the album, there's actually a mandolin.
A mandolin?
A mandolin that my producer is going to be putting on to that track.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, just little parts, because we're trying to make it sound very kind of just to do with freedom. And a mandolin has a lot to do with freedom.
So what was your inspiration behind that track then?
Inspiration behind that track? It was sitting at the lakes with my dog, and it was a warm day, and the inspiration was all around me. The nature, the life, the energy, all of it. It was just around and inside me, and I kind of just, it was going, yeah, I'm kind of feeling one with me at the minute. And I was just there with my harmonica on the bench, and I gave birth to that.
Yeah.
So all nature, my inspiration for that.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah, I really liked your line in that. There's nothing more worse than watching the news. I think that's a very relatable line, because the news is always awful, isn't it?
Yeah, by nature.
Negative.
Yeah.
It's always negative.
They always focus on the bad stuff.
Well, they've got money to be making.
Yeah.
And they make money out of misery.
Yeah, misery sells.
Misery sells.
Yeah. But not us on Mead and Cheese. We always try to sell the positive, don't we?
Yeah, we're the happy news.
Yeah, we're like the news, but not sad.
And this is why I wanted to be on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it would be silly to do this show, Mead and Cheese, without asking you, Ravel, what your opinion is on cheese and what's your favourite cheese if you do have one.
It's matured,
Mature.
as I've matured.
Yeah.
Nice. Mature red Leicester by any chance?
Like my taste buds have, taste buds change as you grow older. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but if I was going to say one, I mean, my friend came round and he bought this Mediterranean stuff in selection, but I like a really strong, like if you can get above strength 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mature cheddar.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
crikey.
Okay.
A strong, none of this, weak amateur
Yeah.
cheese that's like, oh yeah, we'll give you a bit of flavour. No, I want it.
Strong and stable, like a Theresa May government.
So Ravel likes Theresa May's strong and stable, mature cheddar cheese.
Yep, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, like we found like a lot of people like cheddar cheese and a lot like red Leicester.
Yeah, red Leicester was actually voted as the UK's favourite cheese by the Mead and Cheese listeners.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a guess what cheese was the UK's favourite cheese before that?
Yeah, before we did our great cheese war,
Yeah.
what was the UK's favourite cheese, Ravel? What do you think?
Before the vote.
Yeah,
Before our little
before
vote.
we declared red Leicester number one.
I think it's probably going to be. Is it? Why am I going towards that one? No, I don't think it's going to be that one. Maybe a.
What was your first gut
I
instinct?
was going with brie.
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 Yeah.
So
I was going-
it wasn't Brie.
Yeah.
We'll give you 3 guesses, I think.
3. Okay. Right. So brie. No. Oh yeah. Why am I going over there? Sorry. What? There's what's that? What's that one? Camembert.
It's not Camembert.
No.
You got to think, like, what does the general public want? You got to think, like, the common denominator cheese, not
Yeah.
like fancy, like,
I know. I'm going
cheese
fancy.
expert
Yeah.
cheeses.
It shows my taste.
What does the general public think
Yeah.
is the best cheese?
The general pub? Oh God, the public. What do the public like? So maybe a bland.
Yeah, it's along those lines. You're getting there. Yeah, bland.
A tasteless.
Yeah.
A plastic.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very hot.
Yeah, you're very close.
Is it a Is it
You might have already said it.
mature?
It's not mature.
It's not mature.
It's not mature. Again, go back to the
keyword.
bland, plastic, tasteless
Is it like
cheese.
the rubber stuff?
It's the
yeah.
rubber
Out
stuff.
of the plastic?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the plastic
That
cheese.
was yeah.
UK's
And
favourite.
it's not even cheese.
Well, it is cheese.
It's not.
It's just very processed
It's very
cheese.
processed.
That is horrific.
That was the UK's favourite according to a Food Hub survey.
Our taste buds are declining.
I like
I think the top 3 was like, it was the processed cheese slice, and then it was like cheddar and mozzarella.
Yeah.
I think my dog would even reject that kind of plastic
Processed
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it on a burger. I don't like it just as a cheese, though. I wouldn't say it's a... It just has a very specific purpose, which is...
You wouldn't get it at a wine and cheese party.
Yeah.
Here's a fine plastic process.
Yeah, but this is why we say you got to think like, general public, what, the average Joe is picking as their
What are they
favourite.
putting
Yeah,
it
but
on?
why? That's what I didn't get. Like,
What are they putting it on?
Like,
Burgers.
But how often they're having barbecues?
Yeah.
Well, you see,
yeah.
this is the problem, isn't it? Like, the survey was done by Food Hub, so they're asking people what their favourite cheese is for a takeaway, probably.
I don't know, because I would have thought it would just be what's your favourite cheese.
Yeah. Red Leicester was in the top 10, wasn't it,
Yeah.
for that list?
I mean, I could get mozzarella. Love mozzarella.
Yeah, mozzarella and cheddar I would expect to be the
Cannonberry.
top 2.
Yep.
Not
mozzarella.
processed.
Yeah, Cannonberry's great.
Yeah, Cannonberry.
What's Cannonberry?
Cannonberry, you know the one.
Cannonberry.
The cheese with like the little berries.
Oh yeah, apricots.
Yeah.
You can get apricots in those as well.
What fruit is it in Cannonberry?
I think it's just like chunks of cannonballs, isn't it?
Yeah, some people call it Cannonbear.
Yeah, some people call it Camembert.
You can get in Aldi or Lidl's. Other shopping malls are available.
We're not the BBC.
Oh,
I have
okay,
to say
that's
that.
good. Okay, well, you can get there this tray, and it comes out at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And you just melt it, and then you've got the bread, and you've got it's.
I think I know what you mean.
It's
I think
nice.
I've had them before.
Well, we were talking last year, wasn't we, when we first started this show, about doing a Mead and cheese Christmas hamper.
Yes.
So maybe this is the year to debut that.
Possibly, yeah. We've got a few months.
I'll come back.
Yeah, we could get some nice cheeses, throw in, the UK's favourite, Red Leicester, and not the UK's former favourite, the processed slice.
So we say we'll have a selection of the UK's favourite cheese and just have like different versions of plastic cheese in a little hamper.
From each country.
Yeah, from each
Yeah.
country.
What mead would we put in? Like just the cheapest mead we can get our hands on.
Christmas meat. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no.
If we're putting it with the plastic chease.
You'd have to get that Harvest Gold mead in there.
Yeah, the Harvest Gold mead.
I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was just it was too much. It was like I couldn't cope with the bloody hangovers. But I remember having mead for the first time, and it was a guy who lived on a boat, and I was out by the canal, and we were just chilling. He says, "You want some of this?" And I said, "What is it?" It's mead, best kind of booze in the land.
I feel like that's me when I'm an old man, isn't
Was
it?
any chance of that man blonde?
No. But yeah, isn't it just like port?
It's like a honey drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's quite sweet.
In Morrison's, it's always like near port and sherries.
Mm.
But I feel like it's like miscalculus. Like, they've not really got its own aisle or section.
I'd say it's more similar to a wine, isn't it, than anything else.
Less strong than port.
It's around the same strength as a strong wine.
It depends what type. You can get like different variations. Like we've had some very strong ones.
Yeah, I think the strongest ones we've had on.
How strong are you talking?
Strongest ones we've had on are about 20%.
Wow.
What was the one from York?
The Nidhogger.
Yeah.
That was about 20%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then, normally it's about 15%. The Lime Bay Winery one is 14.5%.
Yeah.
But then you could get some weaker ones, like Moon Honey Mead. That's about 4%, isn't it? So that's closer to like a beer
Wow.
in strength.
Wow.
But yeah, the mead, it can be the strongest drink, or it could be the weakest drink. Depends what mead you
It's
get.
always the best drink though.
But it's always the best drink.
And honey, yeah. So are you a big fan of honey, Ravel?
I mean, yeah. At night time, to try and sleep, one of those kind of nighttime drinks, I have like a chamomile or a Horlicks, and like kind of put some honey in the chamomile. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've started doing that
Love a
with
Horlicks.
coffee.
Yeah.
Now I've switched out sugar for honey just because there's just honey in the cupboard and there's no sugar.
Yeah, and it tastes good, right?
It's nice, yeah. It's nice, particularly if you mix it in properly.
Speaking of things you have before bed, Ravel,
Yeah.
cheese. A lot of people believe that cheese causes nightmares if you have it before bed. What's your take on that?
I believe nightmares I don't know about, but an upset stomach I do know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's given me like cramps before and like restlessness.
Yeah.
Like my gut's going, why did you eat that just before trying to
Well, maybe that's where the nightmares come from. Because if you're restless and you've got an upset
sick.
stomach, your brain subconsciously is probably going to have bad thoughts in its sleep as opposed to nice thoughts.
Tell you what it is for me,
Yeah.
pizza. Like if I have pizza, for
Again,
I
that's
feel
cheese, isn't it?
absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Like,
Before bed.
yeah, like sometimes we go
Yeah.
on a night out, and we have like a pizza, or and I always just feel awful after pizza. I've realised after the last year.
The worst stomachache I ever had, ever. I think it was after the Great Cheese War finale.
This is Leicester's
It is 6 p.m.
It is 6 p.m. The worst stomachache I ever had, I think it was after the Great Cheese War finale, because we had Connor on, and we were drinking lots of Fjord Mead. But I also, if you remember, brought a whole block of Red Leicester into the studio, and I ate the whole block to myself.
As in with crackers? Or
Just on its own.
Just like a chocolate bar, I think it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, a whole block of cheese and a few bottles of mead don't mix well.
maybe these two things aren't that great.
I mean, they are great together.
My
Just-
stomach is curdling at the sound of that.
Just not a whole block, I don't think. Like a few slices on some crackers, like Ravel says.
Yeah, crackers, yeah. Not gnawing on it as if it's kind of a bounty bar, Oh, Christ.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, I cook a lot, like with cheese, goes nice on the spaghetti bolognese, or I like the mozzarella. Yeah,
I've got a question for you, Ravel.
certainly.
You spoke earlier about performing at a vegan food festival.
Yeah.
Did you try any nice vegan cheeses while you were there?
No, but I think they were on offer.
Yeah.
I think they were. There was lots of alternatives. But I had a vegan sausage roll.
Were there
Yeah.
any vegan mead alternatives?
No.
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 You see, this is the debate we often have on this show, is whether a vegan mead alternative actually exists and whether it's possible.
Indeed. as you coined it.
Very sharp.
Yeah. So I was doing some
Wow.
research because we suggested before doing a vegan mead alternative with agave, didn't we?
Yeah, and there was maple as well, wasn't there?
Maple, yeah, golden syrup, whatever vegan syrup, honey alternative you can use. But I was doing some research, and alcohol made with agave is mezcal, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
It's a Mexican spirit.
Oh, okay.
But doing the research into it, I find that it's not a sweet drink; it's more bitter. It's like a tequila.
So you
Because
could just
tequila
whack
is
loads
also
of
made
sweeteners
with
in it
agave.
then.
So tequila is the vegan mead alternative.
Okay.
Interesting fact.
Yes.
Anthony Hopkins, his chosen drink of choice was tequila.
Nice.
He'd just drink it and eat.
Yeah. I suppose you'd probably have to get a weaker tequila, wouldn't you, to
Yeah.
emulate mead?
Yeah, tequila is an awful drink.
Yeah.
Maddie always drinks it.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
it always ends up with her throwing up, to be blunt.
Of course. What else? What other outcome do you want? Going to write a 10,000 word essay on that? No.
But what we might do is approach some mead makers and see if any of them are interested in trying to produce a vegan alternative to mead.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
It'd be nice to see if it is possible, for one. Because there's
Yeah.
not much research about it online. There's not many people who have asked the question.
It is very lacking.
And I think it's because, mead is quite a niche drink. So vegan mead would be very, very niche.
Well,
Yeah.
interestingly, the IPAs. My friend told me that IPAs, they were not a popular drink back in the 60s and 70s.
No, yeah.
80s. They were not popular. That was considered an old man's drink. And now, if you see what the market have done,
Yeah, yeah.
have branded it as the young people's drink, like with the fancy cans and
Well, that's sort of what we're doing with Mead right now, isn't it? We're trying to make it more of a young person's drink. It's getting a bit of a student movement behind it. It's becoming a student's drink at DMU.
Did you guys like Mead before this program, or did you?
Well, I'll tell you how me and Corey met. So.
Please tell me it involves Mead and cheese.
So we was on this sort of Halloween social. Maddie knew him from somewhere, and he just kept coming up to me saying, "I've got a spare bedroom in my house. Do you want to come round and drink mead?" I was like, "I don't know what mead is. Leave me alone." It's like, "You've got to drink mead." And he was going up to the bar. "Do you have mead?" I was like, "No, we don't have mead."
Wow.
And then he ends up back at mine. He starts belly dancing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was slaughtered, and we put on Attack of the Clones. Then he went outside and got pizza, topless.
Wow.
And then next day, Maddie organised like a double date thing, and I was like, "What? Why are you doing this, Maddie?"
Yeah.
And then we tried to meet. I was like, "Actually, this is really nice." It was a nice drink, and then we decided just randomly to do a radio show and run with it around last Christmas, and then there you go. That's
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah.
So before the show, we didn't really know each other that well, did we?
Not really. No, I spoke to you a few times, but. Yeah, it was just sort of like Maddie was station manager, just became station manager. She was trying to get more people doing shows and like a bit more. Before like last year, it was all very like, like morning songs, breakfast hour, very sort of like typical radio shows. And one thing she kind of wanted to do was get a bit more creative with that. Like he had a movie quiz show, which was really interesting.
Oh, the DMC.
Yeah, like what was like. Where you put in like confessions. There was like a confessions hour, auntie hour, I think it was called. And it was all about your confessions. Just making it a bit more interesting. And we decided we'll go all out and do like a show about mead and cheese.
I like that auntie hour. And you sort of confess.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. And there was one show that was like D&D live by our schedule manager, which was really fun because you'd come in here for an hour and you'd just do D&D.
Yeah.
And each week it was like quite immersive, and I'd never done it before radio. But yeah, there was quite a new lot of wave of interest in shows this year.
Yeah, I agree, and I think we are student media. We're not like a big corporation like the BBC. I think while we're involved with student media, we should have that freedom to be a bit more creative with it.
Yeah.
Let's not have this rigid corporate structure where it's like, no, you need to have a show that sticks to this particular mould.
Fit into this box.
Yeah. I think, if someone comes to the station manager and says, I want to do a show about mead and cheese, they should be allowed to do that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Eventually that will just be the mould.
The mould will be mead and cheese. We've had a few people try to copy it, haven't we? We've had vodka and crisps.
Yeah.
We've had cider and biscuits.
As in other stations.
As in, on this station, people have tried to take over our show.
Rebrand it.
With new names.
Right.
But this is what's stuck, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, this is what's stuck.
Vodka and crisps.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to go to a quick song break.
Yes.
And then shall we do another song of Ravel's?
If Ravel has more songs to play.
I have thousands.
More Ravel coming up after a short break.
This is Leicester's Student Sound.
Demon FM.
Welcome back to Mead and Cheese, where we have the wonderful Ravel, also known as chocolate homunculus.
That's... That was my name on YouTube. That is my YouTube name, which is Riverboy Ravel.
Riverboy Ravel.
That's my YouTube, and Lord Curly King is my Instagram.
Okay.
And my album will be put on the YouTube.
Oh yeah, Riverboy Ravel. So you really like your rivers and canals then?
Love them. Love them. Love them.
Nice.
Me and my dog went to many times this summer. cycled all the way to Foxton Locks.
I could imagine you living on a canal boat, you know.
What is it the waist jacket?
Maybe.
The waistcoat give it away.
Me and Tom have often spoke about moving onto a canal boat, haven't
It's hard work.
we? Yeah.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I
simple.
was looking at them online. They're like 40 grand to like buy one.
Yep.
And I was like, because I thought like it's cheap. Apparently, in London, it's cheaper to live in a canal boat than pay rent because rent's really expensive there.
That makes sense, yeah.
But then you have to get the canal boat, which are 40 grand.
River tax.
Yeah, river tax. Yeah, apparently river tax is cheaper than
Right.
the rent. But I don't know what river tax is. More in fees as well.
More in fees. If you stay at that place for longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So what you've got to do is be constantly moving around.
Yeah.
Yep, totally. That's what I
Yeah.
say.
But then what you have to do then is, I was talking, because my mate was thinking about getting like a cheap one because he knew someone was selling them. And he said, I was really confused because like you go, obviously you stay somewhere for 2 weeks, but then you've got to go back if you have a car and then drive your car up to where you went as well and park it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that sounds just hassle.
Yeah.
Could you, if you live with your partner, could you not just have the partner drive the canal boat
Maybe.
and you drive the car
Yeah.
or something like that? Drive the canal boat's probably not the right terminology, but yeah.
Sail it would
Sail
be.
it.
Sail.
Yeah.
Just get a big stick and row it.
They are beautiful.
They are nice,
They
yeah.
are beautiful things, but my God, they need a lot of work.
You ever watch Rosie and Jim?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Driving along on the old ragdoll. Absolutely, yeah.
Man, I loved that show as a kid.
Yeah. Legends.
Absolute legends.
And you know Dick and Dom?
Yeah.
You know that they're like going to festivals and stuff nowadays, and as Dick and Dom and being DJs.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
I think we should invite them on the show. They liked one of our tweets once, didn't they?
I think they'd come on.
I think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about canals. We'll get back onto that later. Ravel, you have any songs about canals?
About canals. No.
No?
But you know, I guess. Imagine this one's about a canal.
Yes, we will imagine this song's about a canal. Ravel, what are you going to play for us right now?
Now, this one is it's called "Wish They Taught Me That in School."
Yeah, I wish they taught me about canals in school.
Yeah, I wish they taught me a lot of things in
Yeah.
school. But this is about dealing with your thoughts, dealing with your emotions, dealing with these things that school never prepares you for.
Yeah.
You know, you're just thrown into the circus that is society without any help. And that's what this is about. There's something bothering me, can't work it out. I guess I need to sleep it off. Mind's on the run. Things come around in full circle, they do. I guess I need to wait my turn. Just wait my turn. Patience is a skill that I'm working on because I want it all now. Want it all now. Mask after mask just keeps on falling down. I didn't know I had these. Know I had these. Don't listen listen to those thoughts that bring you down. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school. Just let those feelings fly and flutter through. I wish they'd told me that in school. Told me that in school. I just wanna stay inside my covers today, but I gotta go out and play adventures today. Everyone's angry about politics, but it don't bother me that much. Bother me that much. I see people rushing around every day. Everyone's in their own universe. Their own universe. Mask after mask just keeps on falling down. I didn't know I had these. Know I had these. Don't listen to those thoughts that bring you down. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school. Just let those feelings fly and flutter through. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school. All the things I needed to learn, I'm learning on my own. The things they teach you at school was never really that good tools. But I gotta let it go. I just gotta let it go. I just gotta let it, gotta let it go. Mask after mask just keeps on falling down. I didn't know I had these. Know I had these. Listen to those thoughts that bring you down. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school. Just let those feelings fly and flutter through. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school. Just let those feelings fly and flutter through. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school. Don't listen to those thoughts that bring you down. I wish they'd told me that at school. Told me that at school.
Lovely, lovely stuff. I liked it.
There's a lot I wish they'd taught us at school. And I think, you know, knowing that you have the power and that you can be driven to do anything is one of the most important things. I believe that everyone has the potential to achieve greatness. It's just about having that belief in yourself.
Yeah.
And unlocking it.
Exactly. Unlocking your own potential.
Yeah. And I'm a firm believer that the true potential is inside. It's inside. We've all got good in us. We've all got bad in us. You know, we're not perfect creatures. But it's about hammering at the good parts.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
I think it's John Lennon that said, we've all got Hitler in us and we've all got Christ in us, and it's just about becoming a bit more Christ-like.
Yeah,
That's one way of putting it.
yeah. Absolutely, we've all got Stalin in us. We've all got Ravel in us. It's just about being more Ravel-like.
Oh, work in progress, baby. Work in progress.
So, what would you say one thing that you didn't learn at school, which you kind of wish you did?
Yeah.
I'd say French.
French.
No, that's a joke.
I surrender.
That's quite a heavy question. There's multiple things but I think perhaps the one thing is that who you are as a human being is enough.
Yeah.
Who you are, Ravel, Thomas. I've forgotten your name. I'm so sorry.
Lord Corey.
Corey, who you are in the depth of your being, who you are, that is enough. Because we're all ordinary human beings,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if they teach that, there'll be a little less separateness, you know.
Yeah.
More togetherness.
I think like from school, like it's all very focused very early on examinations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like particularly during them years before GCSE, even in primary school. I don't know if you did you have SATs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, because like they have.
Do you have SATs in your day?
Well, they had it for a few years and then they took it. They don't have it anymore, do they?
Yeah,
SAT?
Did you have Sat's old bean?
Yeah. Did you have SATs or?
Actually, no. Back in my day, we just had the cane, and if we got it wrong, they whipped us. They whipped us into submission.
They probably drank a lot of mead back in your day then.
Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah, like they get you through that, don't they? They get you through like SATs, and then you go to like GCSEs, and it's just like
And mocks.
mocks. Yes,
All
mocks,
of this mock.
mock exams. You know.
And throughout all of that, I just kept thinking, what a thick potato I really am.
They do make you feel a bit stupid.
Totally.
Like, I felt
Totally.
stupid.
I mean, not if you get them right.
Well,
yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not one of these.
You know, I was never academic. I was
Yeah.
never academic. And actually, I've discovered a few things about my mental health. I have ADHD that I recently, about 3 months ago, found out. And I was just branded a hyper kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened, didn't it?
Just a hyper kid. I mean, I was bouncing off the walls
Yeah.
and talking in orc language, speaking so fast. But, like, you know, yeah. Uncovering new parts about myself, you know, and going, oh, that's why I was like that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think you do that, don't you? As you get older, you discover more things about yourself, and everything sort of just starts to click into place, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah. Like, I knew for a very long time I was dyslexic. It was obvious. I couldn't spell, and I could
Yeah.
hardly read. But reading got better over time, but spelling's always been bad. But like when I never had, like, in primary school, I never had any like formal tests. They just said, oh yeah, your kid, he's got dyslexic tendencies.
Yeah.
He's obviously dyslexic, but we're not going to put him through any tests for it. And because they just don't at that. But when I went to uni, they did like the free dyslexia test. So I did that just, you know, because I wanted to get it on paper. Also, you get, like, if you're dyslexic, you get extra time in exams and stuff, and I needed that stuff.
Yeah.
But when I did that, I also found out I was dyspraxic, which is basically your hand-eye coordination is all a bit basically clumsiness, and like your navigation skills. And I thought I was awful at all them things. Like, I'm always like tripping up a bit, and apparently that's all down to like this other thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's mental. Like, and then I looked it up and I was like, read like everything about dyspraxia, and I was like, never heard of the word before. I was like, oh my god, this is just like everything of these on this list is like a trait of me.
Yeah.
And it's mad that to think you can go through so long, like, and then find out something. It's quite revealing, isn't it? Like, I suppose maybe you had something like that a few months back.
I mean, yeah, there's just certain things, like you say, Tom, about myself that I was going, right, yeah, I've got to have got it, because I was doing stuff that was just peculiar, you know, forgetfulness all the time, not on time. And I also discovered this dyscalculia as well.
Yes,
with numbers, and I uncovered I've got that, and dyslexia. And it's I always wondered why I was weird with numbers. Why would I get anxiety when someone in a shop says, yeah, it's this much, and instead of getting out £5 note, I'd give a £20 note by accident, because I'd be like panicking sometimes, just the numbers, numbers, and but yeah, and it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's why it's great now when tills can work out everything for you nowadays.
Yeah.
I remember once at the pub I worked at, before I worked at the cinema, I think the till stopped working or something, and I had to work out people's change myself, and it was a nightmare. It took so long. I had to go grab a calculator.
Yeah. Totally.
And I was like, look, I'm sorry, but I'm not used to doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I was in bottom set for everything.
I was too.
And I was always comparing myself to the other kids. I have got very intelligent friends who I'm still close friends with, who are incredibly intelligent in the in that kind of field. But I was constantly comparing myself all the time.
It's hard. It's difficult because they rank the sets. Because it's not like sets. It's like this is top set, this is middle set, and your bottom set. And it's like you can't even access. It's because there's two papers. There's I can't remember if one's foundation.
It's higher and foundation.
Yeah.
And I could never, for English and maths, I was always foundation paper. I was dyslexic. I had no chance really with English. But I was always in bottom sets of maths because I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
But it does make you feel because you make a lot of effort as well. Even if you make effort, it makes you feel like you've not made enough of us as a people.
Yep. Totally.
But there's certain subjects I did quite well in, media studies.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That was the one subject I did really well in was media, but everything else I did pretty much average or below average.
And in connection with that, I did well in English because we did a play.
Okay.
And that was connected with acting.
Nice.
And so some part of my brain was going, I'm just not that interested in maths. I'm just not interested. But if I am interested, a light bulb goes up and it goes, oh yeah, characters. Yeah. And then I could apply myself to that.
Yeah. You sort of get fixated on one specific area.
Yeah.
And that's how I was. Say it was making anything about media. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play with that camera all day. I was really fixated on it, but maths, I was like, oh, this is. It hurt my brain. That's the thing. It's not. It's not it's not. It's something physical. Doing maths is so tiring. But when I was doing anything to do with media or anything like that, I was really engaged and interested and enjoying it. And were you did you find that similar? When you were doing your playwriting, that you.
When I was interested in it,
did you find maths tiring or?
Oh, absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. I sat there thinking, what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
What is she speaking? What foreign language is she speaking? That maths teacher, and I just, I've got a friend who is a maths teacher now.
Yeah,
he's a maths teacher, and it's wow. I had no interest, and that's okay. It just wasn't the field I wanted to go down.
Yeah.
I can count money now. I struggle with the time, but
Yeah.
who needs to do pi decimal divided
You know, if you want to tell the time, there's this thing called a sundial, right? And there's a massive sundial in a town called Sutton in Ashfield. It's actually the largest sundial in Europe.
Wow.
And it tells the time off of the sun. And it's amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, you know, if you ever want to know the time, just get yourself over to Sutton in Ashfield. Go have a look at the sundial, and you'll know the time, just providing the sun's out.
Sutton in Ashfield.
Yeah.
So next time you're like, oh, what's the time?
Let's get a train.
Get the train. Get to Sutton. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. This is
I'm
the
here.
time.
Oh, now I know the time. Oh, and there's no more trains.
Okay. Yeah, now it's midnight.
Yeah.
Guess I'm in Sutton for the night.
How would you know it's midnight, though? Because if the sun's not out, you can't tell the time.
I think that's just an educated guess.
Yeah.
So half the day you can tell the time.
You could tell the time providing it's sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not very good in the winter then.
No, not really. Not if it's cloudy, no.
I've got a new track
Oh.
that is not on the album, but I'm working on it, and it's called "The Future Is Now."
Okay.
Is it about sundials?
No, but it's about time, really, and
Nice.
it's about being in the present moment and realizing the present moment is where our peace is, and the fullness of life is now.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, man,
Do you want to play it for us?
I'd love to.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'd love to hear it.
This is a never before heard.
Oh, it's a debut.
Oh, a debut. I love a debut.
We do love a debut.
All right.
So,
I really do love how you have it all on like paper. So I think that's so cool.
oh yeah, absolutely. I love writing down. I've got a friend who's a pen addict,
Yeah.
and he sort of gave to me like a love of pens. No, and to be honest, I've always loved it. You know,
Yeah.
I've always loved the writing stuff down.
Do you have like a special place where you put them, like so they don't get lost, or
What, my notepads?
yeah, and like your notes?
Yeah, kind of. You know, I'm one of those artists that kind of leaves things around.
So that's me.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a messy artist, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to sound that I am, but I'm not. I have lyrics in the fridge. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the future. Future is now.
The future is now.
And it's about putting all your eggs in the now. Yes, you can change your life in many ways, change it for the good. You're strong, you're light, you got the light deep inside your bones. States of awareness, shine your canvas, give yourself a break. All through your life, you're told you ain't right, wiser than you think. Yeah, nothing here can't be done. Yeah, nothing here can't be done. Yeah, nothing here can't be done. Can we give this up? These things that are bringing us down. Can we live our like the future is now, is now, is now. All around different ways how to ride the waves, anytime is now. The earth receives your thoughts in the breeze, hear the trees they speak. The sun gives light to your inner life, watch your thoughts they dance. We're not robots, we got a lot, our purpose is the glow. And nothing here can't be done, yeah, nothing here can't be done, yeah, nothing here can't be done. Can we give this up? These things that are bringing us down. Can we live our lives like the future is now, is now, is now? We'll find out when we're old that we too have a glow. We'll find out when we're old that we too have a glow. We'll find out when we're old that we too have a glow. We'll find out when we're old that we too have a glow. Yeah, nothing here can't be done, yeah, nothing here can't be done, yeah, nothing here can't be done. These things that are bringing us down. Can we live our lives like the future is now, is now, is now? Can we give this up? These things that are bringing us down. Can we live our lives like the future is now, is now, is now? Can we give this up? These things that are bringing us down. Can we live our lives like the future is now, is now, is now?
Excellent.
The future is now. And
Yes.
yeah, we aren't robots, and we do all have that glow inside of us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, we do, brother.
This goes back to what we were saying earlier about Demon Media. We aren't, a corporate structure. We are student media, and we believe that everyone has the glow inside them, as said in your song, and that everyone should have the creative freedom to follow their passions and come up with these bold new ideas.
Yes. As Bob Dylan says, well, we're all just sort of infinite spirits.
Yeah.
Carrying around a suit of skin, man. Carrying around a suit of skin. And we're just borrowing this for the time being, man.
Yeah.
That's all we are. We're just borrowing this. And it's that potential, the spirit. I'm not religious, but I'm greatly spiritual in my beliefs. That we are divine. And this is a very temporary experience. And we're here to have some fun and enjoy our lives.
Life's too short to not have fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Totally, man.
So go have that pizza.
Go have that pizza.
And some comedian, I think it's Tim Dillon. He's a great comedian.
Yeah.
It's like friends with Joe Rogan and all that stuff. What do you mean life's too short? Life's one of the longest things on planet Earth. It drags on like ever.
I mean, there are two perspectives, aren't there? That's definitely one way of looking at it.
One's it's really long, and one's it's really short. I like to say it's fairly long though, isn't it? Like it's short, yeah, cool. But
It's all about perspective, though, isn't it?
Totally.
Going back to an exam, now they are long.
Yeah.
Oh, exams, yeah.
You can be I remember times it feels like you're in there forever. Or when
Yeah.
you're in the maths class, forever.
Maths, yeah.
It's eternal.
It's a torture chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's nothing worse than being sat in your A-level biology exam and the fire alarm goes off.
Wow.
So this actually happened to me. I was doing my A-level biology exam, and in biology there was only me and one other student, and his name was Regan. So the fire alarm goes off, and we aren't allowed to look at each other or say a word to anyone. So we are escorted out the building by the invigilators, and we are put in our own little corner, just stood there, not allowed to talk to anyone outside. It was quite miserable. I just had to stand there like a statue, and obviously I'm quite a sociable guy. I was quite well known around the school. I'd have year sevens running up to me yo, Corey, how you doing? And I'd just have to stand there, not look at them or say a word. I'd just be yeah.
What kind of Hitler youth school did you go to?
I was in exam conditions. Tom, you know what exam conditions are like.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I never had to go out of an exam because of a fire alarm, though. I never experienced that.
No, could you imagine all of your friends coming up to you to say hi,
You want to
and
chat
the
with them, wouldn't you?
invigilator staring at you to see if you look at them or say a word to
Yeah.
them?
I once got pulled out of an
With a
exam.
shotgun.
Yeah.
So the only time I've been questioned on my truth with examinations is when I was in
Oh, I've got a good story.
GCSE. It was one of these exams, and at the end they asked me, this was for my GCSE, they was like, hey, can you come in here please, we need to have a talk to you outside. And I went into this back room and I was like, yeah, what's up? And they pulled out my exam and they was like, has someone else been answering these questions for you? And what it is as a dyslexic person and as someone, my handwriting changes from time to time. It can be very neat
Completely.
and then it can be scruffy.
Look at this. It's all different.
Well,
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense, doesn't it? At the start of the exam, you're writing in your neatest handwriting, and then as the timer goes down, you're just starting to rush it a bit more.
I was a bit back and forth.
Yeah.
And it goes from one extreme to the other. And it's like, is this your handwriting or did someone come and write this? I was like, you've just been in that room for an hour. Did you see anyone come over and write with a quill in a different handwriting? I was like, my hand gets tired. I write in different ways. I can write both ways. Give me a pen and paper and I'll prove it. But that was the only time. And it's like, okay, yeah, fair play.
Yeah, my hands got tired, so I took my shoe off and I started writing with my feet.
So I've got a good story that don't think I've ever revealed.
Go on.
Oh, a debut story.
Right, so it was a history exam, and I never followed the rules in school. I thought school was a joke.
Yeah.
I really did. I didn't. Oh my god! Are you recording this? I say this. I'm like,
Do you want me? Or
I mean, you're live on radio. So
oh my god! Oh, I forget that.
you do forget, don't you?
Yeah, this is a very chilled out show, isn't it? So people, they'll reveal their deepest secrets live
we've
to
got,
our
like-
audience
we've got,
of
like,
5,000 plus.
Shit. Excuse me.
We've got to read the apology now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So it was very quiet.
Yeah.
Should we get the apology? Get Ravel to read it out.
No,
The apology's good fun,
I
Ravel.
don't think they heard it.
Right. No, we'll do it all together.
Yeah, we'll do it all together.
Yeah, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
'Cause-
So, Tom, if you want to go round to Ravel's side.
Okay.
How long is this?
Wait, what page is it?
I don't know. They've moved things around, haven't they?
How long? Oh my god!
What page are we on, Tom?
There you go. Page 11.
Page 11. Oh, I'm way past it. I'm
Yeah,
on
we
page
can do it.
16. Okay, yeah. Are we ready?
Right. So this
Right,
side.
I'm gonna put you guys in the right ear.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be in the left ear. Okay. All right.
I
do sincerely apologise for any offence that was caused by my use of language,
the
the
English used within the
song.
song. I would like to highlight that my language, the language heard, does not reflect the views, opinions, or stance of Demon FM. Sorry once again. Let's move on with the show. Continue the show and do not refer to incident again.
Right. Crikey.
We'll let you continue with your story now, Ravel.
So the story goes, I cheated.
You cheat?
I cheated, and it was a history exam. It
Okay.
was in the classroom. I don't know if it was a mock. I'm not sure, but
Let's say for the purposes of legality that it was a mock,
it was a mock.
so that
it was
that your
totally-
results don't get taken away from you.
Oh no, no. Right, let me finish the story. So, I was copying this girl, and I was thinking, I was an idiot back then. I was a real idiot. Like I was honestly out of my mind. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I was going around saying, yes, Hollywood is going to collect me any minute now. This doesn't matter. None of this applies to me.
I mean, I believe it, to be honest. You feel like someone who could be in a Hollywood production.
Oh, thank you, brother. That means a lot.
I'd like to see like a limousine come up and say,
Yeah.
"Well,
Yeah.
we're going to Hollywood." No, private jet.
My chauffeur is texting at the moment. So anyway, what happened was my teacher, I won't say his name,
We'll call him John for the purposes of
John,
this, yeah.
and came up to me, like, I think after the lesson, and said, Ravel, can I have a word?
Yeah.
And I started to get the sweats and the fear. And he says, so what are you playing at? And I said, what do you mean? He says, you copied word for word the exam paper. Word for word. What are you playing at? I says, I know you copied. Says, and I was trying to even get out of it then. I says, no, I think I was, and he just knew, And I got a big fat F.
Crikey. That's not what you want, is
And I
it?
think it was a mock because he mocked them.
Yeah, if it was
would've
him
been.
telling you, it would have been a mock, yeah.
Yeah. But here I'm still standing.
Well, you see, on this show, we hate plagiarism.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh bugger.
We hate plagiarism, and we would never plagiarise anything, would we, Tom?
No, nothing.
Which is why, Ravel, we would like you to play one of our original segments called Pitch Invasion. Pitch Invasion is a game where you must pitch to us an idea that we want you to pitch to us. You will have 2 minutes. We can jump in at any time by saying the words Pitch Invasion to ask you a question about your pitch or to invade the pitch with new ideas that we have come up with ourselves.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, Tom, what should Ravel pitch to us?
I don't know. You sort of threw this one out of nowhere. I'm not sure. Have you got any ideas?
Something exam or school related? You should pitch to us, Ravel, a suitable punishment for copying someone else's paper in an exam. How does that sound?
A suitable punishment.
Yeah, a suitable
Wait,
punishment.
What's the rules of the game?
Okay, so you have 2 minutes
Yeah.
to pitch to us the new punishment for copying in an exam.
Yeah.
Okay, and we can jump in at any time with our own questions or ideas, and that will freeze your timer.
One guarantee. One promise. Can I play another song after?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
How long have we got?
We've got about 7 minutes.
Brilliant.
So let's start the timer for pitch invasion now.
Sticking your head in the toilet
Oh.
I love it.
while there's urine in there.
Oh. Pitch invasion. So you're sticking a student's head in the toilet because they copied someone else. Is it another student's urine? Is it the urine of the person they copied? Or is it the teacher's urine?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good
Or is it the exam invigilators?
everyone's.
Everyone. The person they copied, the teacher, and the invigilator have all chipped in.
Teachers, yeah.
Yeah.
The teachers. That would be vile, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be vile.
My stomach's churning.
Yeah, what else have you got to tell us about this punishment?
I'm a bit confused. So it's your head's going in the toilet,
Yeah.
and other punishments you want.
Well, yeah, just maybe expand on the head in the toilet punishment. Is there anything else you want to add to this punishment?
Yeah, the Cheeky Girls song is being played in the background on repeat.
You are the cheeky girls.
You are the Cheeky Girls.
Yeah.
And that's playing in the background very loudly, and you are kind of having the toilet flushed as well.
Pitch invasion. The school safety board has some questions about your punishment. They think that it may be unsanitary. What do you say to this?
Just put some fairy liquid
Yeah.
in the toilet, or some kind of,
With the urine.
Yeah.
bleach, around the corner.
As long as it's a bit fair liquid, it's fine.
Yeah. You could get
Put
those
some
like
soap in there.
urinal cakes and put those in.
Urinal cake, yeah.
Yeah, that'd make it more
yeah.
sanitary, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drop one of those tablets in that you put in the washing machine
All right, Ravel, your time continues. You have 50 seconds
for another punishment.
to keep expanding.
Keep expanding. Okay, so flushing that, Cheeky Girls, and you're being reminded of all the things that you have ever said in your life. All the things.
All of them.
All of them. Everything you've ever said.
Pitch invasion. How are you going to get access to a transcript of the student's life?
We just stalk their Facebook.
Stalk their Facebook.
Stalk their Twitter from when they were...
So you're just like repeating cringy
Yep.
year-old Facebook posts to them.
Yep.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Continue.
And you are you're having rotten Chinese flush down the toilet with you.
Oh, rotten Chinese.
Rotten Chinese.
So how long has this Chinese been left out for, pitch invasion?
A good 4 or 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah.
I think we could do worse than that. Maybe make it 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you've got about 10 seconds to cap off this punishment. What's the ultimate finale that you're going to add to it?
The ultimate finale is that you are having to endure Boris Johnson dance in front of you.
So Boris Johnson's dancing. I suppose if
Naked.
you're being naked. I suppose if you're being swirled, that gives you ample time to
but
look away.
Every time you go up,
He's there.
He's
He's
there.
there.
Yeah.
He's there.
Is he the one giving you the swirly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Theresa May.
And Theresa May.
Yeah.
doing her little dance as well.
That's amazing. I think we should get that into the new. We should pitch that to the exam board.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Tom, do you have any questions to ask Ravel about his punishment? Because that is the end of pitch invasion.
Would you do it yourself? Would you?
Would I put it into practice?
Yeah.
Would I do it to somebody?
Yeah.
Maybe to someone called, Kieran Shea, who plagiarised our pitch invasion idea,
Yeah,
which
sure,
is an
sure,
original
why not?
Mead
Yeah.
and Cheese
Why
idea.
not? That's a perfect pitch.
Yeah. So, Ravel, we've got about 2 minutes left of the show.
Yeah, we can go over slightly.
We can go over slightly. Would you like to play us out with one last song?
I would love to. And
So while Ravel gets his notes together, Tom, would Ravel's punishment put you off plagiarising?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
I think that should be like
I think
a
it's
law-enforced punishment.
I reckon you should still pass.
If you do the punishment.
Yeah, but it's like you have to do that.
Maybe it's like if you can endure this punishment without crying or throwing up, you can get the grade.
oh my god, I have so many songs. Where the hell is it? I know my track. No, Ravel, we're not doing a new one. We want to promote the album.
Promote the album. Ravel, where can people listen to this album?
So you can go to you can go on YouTube, Riverboy Ravel,
Riverboy Ravel on YouTube.
and that is where I'm going to post it completely free, because this is my first independent EP release.
Nice.
And then I think maybe try and get it on Instagram, and get them on different platforms. But for now, keeping it simple, it's going to be on YouTube and sod it. I know it.
Live on YouTube. I'm just conscious that the system's going to reset in a few seconds and it might cut you off.
So
Okay, well that's alright.
So
we'll start this one at 7.
yeah,
then.
we'll start the song at 7.
Okay. Because what happens is like you get this ad every hour. So while Ravel tunes up, we will. There you go.
This
Yeah,
is
it's done it,
Leicester's Student Sound.
That's resetting.
Yeah, like basically we hear an
Yeah, yeah.
ad. If you had headphones on, you hear this ad on the hour. We have to cut it off.
Right.
You're good to go.
So you are good to go. What are you playing for us, Ravel, as the last song of this Mead and Cheese?
This is called It's Only Monday, and it's about enjoying Mondays. In fact, someone at a gig said to me, as soon as I started playing this, he was like, "Oh, another Monday song." But then he was grooving. He says, "Yeah, it sounded awesome, man."
Nice.
So it's a bit depressing, but the beat is good. It's a reggae track.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Garfield's favourite song. It's Only Monday.
Is it? Interesting. Okay. So here's It's Only Monday. Waking up with all my problems, waking up with all my delusions, waking up with all my confusions, waking up with all my delusions. Never really seem to shake this off, and life reveals the bad and the soft. Who am I in all of this? 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 It's only Monday, and my head's taking me out. It's only Monday, and everything's just bringing me down. It's only Monday. Take it easy. Take it easy. take it, take it. Take it, take it, take it easy. You can have everything you want. Gotta grow with the natural heart. Everything is written in the stars. What makes you think you're in charge? We've forgotten that we all radiate a love and a light that we create. Don't you ever, ever give up. 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 It's only Monday, and my head's taking me out. It's only Monday, and everything's just bringing me down. It's only Monday. Take it, take it, take it easy. Take it, take it, take it easy. Take it, take it. Take it, take it, take it easy. And through all the week it's dragging on. And through all my days I feel I don't belong. I give it all, I give it all. And through all the week it's dragging on. And through all my days I feel I don't belong. I give it all, I give it all. It's only Monday, and my head's taking me out. It's only Monday, and everything's just bringing me down. It's only Monday. Take it, take it, take it easy. Take it, take it, take it easy. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it easy. It's only Monday, and my head's taking me out. It's only Monday, and everything's just bringing me down. It's only Monday. Take it, take it, take it easy. 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 Take it, take it, take it easy.
Thank you for that, Ravel. That was absolutely the best way we could possibly close out this show, I think.
And the,
Oh.
in the string snap.
And the string
Yeah.
snapped right at the end.
Yeah.
At least it did it right at the end.
Yeah.
Thank you, guitar.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's bad luck, but at the least unlucky time, I suppose.
Oh,
So
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It happened at the end, yeah.
yeah, it happened in a song about Mondays, so it was played on a Friday.
So just one last time, where can we go find this song? Oh, not this one, but the album.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it.
So I'm going to post the complete album on YouTube, on my YouTube page, River Boy Ravel.
River Boy Ravel.
River Boy Ravel, spelled Ravel. And on Instagram, you can just follow my journey. That's It's what I use Instagram for. It's a promotional thing. And I'll be posting clips and stuff on my Instagram, Lord Curly King, and it will be out hopefully by mid-October.
Nice.
Excellent.
And I'll be doing gigs all over, kind of Nottingham, Leicester, London, Sheffield. So yeah.
This has been a very different sort of Mead and Cheese today. More of a
very musical one.
A very musical, live performance oriented.
Oh, and I will
show.
be selling them on CD for £5 as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
maybe I should start doing that.
Physical copies. Yeah. There's a demand for them.
Yeah.
There is.
I think so. Right, so thank you everyone for listening to Mead and Cheese this week. We will be back next week with our 1980s special.
Yes.
1880s.
1880s.
1780s, the 80s special next week, where we're joined by Ryan, the 80s guy.
Yep.
So yeah, tune in next week. Thanks for coming on this week, Ravel.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And that's been Mead and Cheese. Thank you for listening.